Let's see if it works. Yeah, okay, so it works now. So I'm sorry about that, but it was a bit glitched. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 4 of LSR Group C. We're here at Austria, round 4 of the championship, of course. I think James is leading the championship with Darrell around 20 points behind him. And qualifying has started for about 3 minutes already. Of course, Austria, one of the shortest track on the calendar. I think it is the shortest track actually, lap time wise definitely. And I think the lap times will be in the 103s, as starting says the first time with a 104.5. Of course, Austria being known for its great racing, I think 3 straights, the main straight which actually is the shortest straight of the 3. And then the second straight which goes uphill very steep, and then the third straight down into turn 4. So a lot of overtaking opportunities around here, as people are finishing their first laps. Darrell right now in P1 like expected, the championship contender. He's chasing down his racing tonight. He is giving James on his out lap, as Vaporizer is on his lap now. He's finishing a lap, only 108.1, so he must have made a mistake on that lap, as we'll see if anyone else is coming across the line, as Hicksy has just set the fastest sector 1. He was fast as well last weekend, as someone goes up into P5, I think it is, as let's see if anyone is finishing the lap here, as one of the Haas drivers is starting a lap actually. We'll go on board with Ozan here, or maybe we'll go on board with Hicksy, who's about to finish the second sector here. Let me just put all the settings right like this, as Hicksy is on a 45.3 middle sector. I'm not sure how competitive it is, as I didn't pay attention to the other middle sectors, as he's coming through the final sector as well. There's an AlphaTauri in front of him. I hope he doesn't get held up by the AlphaTauri as he makes it through the final corner. Let's see what he does. He comes across the line and he goes up into P4 for him, only 4 tenths behind Darrell, which is actually quite a lot for this track, as the track is very short. The lap times are only 104 long, so a 4-tenth gap is actually quite significant, as we'll see if anyone else is crossing the line here, as Jay has invalidated actually, as we'll go on board with James. James entering the third sector now. There's a car in front of him. That's one of the Haas drivers. I think that's Nendo. Someone's retired. I'm not sure what's happened there. He's left the session. It's Alien actually. I hope he can rejoin back quickly, as James crosses the line and goes into P1 with a 40.0141. 2 tenths clear at the top, which is quite a big gap. So James looking to extend his championship gap here, as Alien has retired from the session in P4. I'm not sure what's happened there. I think he has retired in the pits as well, as there's an AlphaTauri going slower. That's some guy. Let's see if anyone else is on a better lap. I don't think so, as Viperizer is on a lap, already on his way back to the pits. I think he's on his way back to the pits. As we'll go on board with Puma. He's on his way to the pits as well. So we'll go on board with Breakfast King, who's the only one who's about to start a lap, as Darrell is exiting the pit lane here. Warming his tires nicely to go for a second attempt to beat James's fastest lap. As let me just get the chat next to me real quick. 1 second. As Breakfast King is about to start his lap, so we'll go on board with Breakfast King. Let's see if he can set a decent sector 1. Of course, braking at the 100 meter boards, you can brake very late because it's uphill. Trying to hit the apex as nicely as possible. There's an Aston Martin in front of him. I hope he doesn't get blocked by the Aston Martin. He gets a bit of a toe now down the straight, but he will also get a bit of dirty air in the corners, which is not ideal for him. As we have Yona in the chat. Hello Yona. As Breakfast King making his way through turn 4 there nicely, and up into turn 6 here. A very difficult corner. You don't want to touch the inside curve because it will make you spin around. Then the ending of sector 2 here, a 45.5, that is 2 tenths slower than Hicksy set in his middle split. So he will be looking to get into the top 10 as Breakfast King is rounding the final corner. Let's see where he can put his car, the Williams. Let's see if he can put it in the top 10. Will he go in the top 10? He will not. He will go 12th fastest. about 3/10 too slow for a top 10 spot, as right now we have one of the Aston Martin starting a lap, a 16.1 first sector, is pretty valid. So let's see if Sneaky Robber can put a good lap in, braking on the curb on the outside, using as much track as possible. Third gear out of turn 4, you can also use fourth gear I think, as heading on to turn 6 now. He was a bit wide here, which is not ideal, but let's see if he can still manage to get a good lap. He's a 45.2 middle split, which is the exact same right now. So will Sneaker Robbie in the Aston Martin be able to get his Aston Martin up into the top 5, or will he lag a bit in the final sector? We'll see, as Duro actually goes quickest with a 103.8, which is a very good lap time, and indeed 3/10 clear of James there. But James, of course, still needing to put in that second lap, as Darrell looking very strong indeed. I think Darrell, his time to time was at 103.2, so he will definitely be looking to improve a couple more tenths, but it's only his second lap, so he will have another attempt, maybe even 2 more attempts, depending on the amount of soft tires he chose. So we'll have to wait and see. I think James will go out soon as well to set his second lap, as people are just starting to go out now. So we'll see if anyone is crossing the finish line. There's another Mercedes here, that's Ozan. Oh no, that's Doro actually. So we'll just go on board with Sneaker Robbie. He's not on the lap actually. So let me just find someone who is on the lap. It's Hixie. He is improving 40 thousandths of a second, 40 hundredths I mean, through the second sector there, as coming around the penultimate corner, sliding through the corner, but he did use all the trackers. He invalidates on entry for the final corner, which is not ideal. Let's see if he would have improved. He would have improved by 2/10, which would have been enough for P5 actually. So what a shame that he invalidated, but he will go around and do another lap I think, as we have Ozan rounding the final 2 corners here. Ozan 600ths up on his lap time, taking these corners nice and clean, no validation for him. Let's see where he puts his Mercedes. He puts his Mercedes up into P10. Pretty good lap time by Ozan indeed, and he's only 100ths behind Hixie, so if he finds a little bit more time in his next run, he could jump a couple positions. As we have Bono crossing the line, not improving. As we have Spiderweb, who was 3/10 down already in his first sector. Let's see if he's going to improve in the second sector. He will have to have a major improvement to the second sector to even improve this lap a little bit. As I think Jay has gone up to P3, I'm not sure actually. Yeah, Jay has gone up to P3. Let's see if anyone is finishing a lap here. As we have Bono on the lap. Oh no, he's not on the lap actually. So we'll just go on board with someone else, as Puma's on the lap, actually improving nearly 1.5 tenths through the first sector already, as he is 1.5 tenths up in the second sector as well. He will be looking to jump into the top 5 here. Let's see if Puma can put his Aston Martin up into the top 5 and beat Alien, who's actually retired from the session and still in P5 with his banker lap, which indicates to me that he has done a very good banker lap indeed, and he will be hoping to drop as least positions as possible to still get a good qualifying position. I'm not sure what happened, why he retired. I think it was in the pit actually. So we will see if Alien will drop a couple positions more, or if he will stay in P6. As let's see if we have anyone finishing the lap. We have James rounding the third sector, as he is 1.5 tenths down as 5 min Alba is shown. I'm not sure what that's about. So we'll just see James invalidating the final corner. Not ideal for him, pushing the limits. He wouldn't even have improved, but there's still around 1.5 tenths in the final sector for James. As you could see, he was around 1.5 tenths down in the second sector, and he was nearly equal on the time of start finish, so that gives some hope for James. As Darrell's on the lap actually, only 22 thousandths down. We'll watch on board with Darrell, coming through turn 4, really nicely done by him. Darrell, of course, chasing down James for the championship lead, currently in P1 by 3/10. Let's see if anyone is about to cross the line. There's an Aston Martin and towards the final corner. Well, I think he is coming into the pits, as we'll just watch Darrell, as there's a Haas that's spun off there. Not sure what he was doing, as there was 1.5 tenths up, and there's a Haas here in the way. Let's see if he gets out of the way. The Haas gets out of the way. There's another car in front of him, it's a Red Bull. Let's see if the Red Bull gets out of the way. Is that James? I'm not sure. Will we see some drama here? No, we will not. The Red Bull pulls into the pits, as the Red Bull actually spawned mid-corner there, and Darrell invalidated in the final corner. He was improving 3/10 of 103.5. A very good lap by Darrell indeed, by invalidating in the final corner, which is not ideal. I'm not sure if he got distracted by the car there. I don't know if he saw the car as well, but the car glitched into the middle of the straight there, in the middle of the corner actually. So that's not ideal for Darrell here, as he will be looking to improve a bit more. But the 103.5 is very good time indeed, so we know Darrell has crazy good pace around here now. So let's see if James is actually able to match the pace, as we'll watch on board with Nander here. Let's see if he's able to improve, as there's an Williams of Breakfast King rounding the final corner here. I don't think he improves. He might start a new lap here, as 5 Minabot is actually joined, and I know 5 Minabot is an ex-Group 1 driver. I know he's absolutely rapid. I'm not sure what he's doing in here, but we'll have to wait and see what lap time he puts in. As Nander actually goes into the pit, so nothing special for him. And we'll go on board with Hixie. He's improving nearly. He's not pushing to the limit, and indeed he's 5/10 down, so that's not ideal for Hixie. As we'll go on board with Breakfast King, who's actually on a lap. Is Bono on a lap as well? Bono is on a lap as well, so we will spectate Bono after Breakfast King. Breakfast King 1.5 tenths down on his lap time to the second sector, doing a bit of a slide through there, which is not ideal for him. Will he go into the pits or will he finish the lap? He will go into the pits, so we'll just go board with Bono then. Let's see if Bono is able to improve. Bono is a 10th up in his middle sector, 45.0, which is pretty much the same as the guys in P7 and P6 did. So he will be looking to improve around 6 or 7 positions. Could this be a major jump for Bono? Rounding the final corner here, not invalidating, keeping it between the white lines. Will he jump up into P5 or P4? He will jump up into P7. He will make up 6 positions like I thought. 5.03, which is a very good lap time by Bono indeed. As let's see if anyone else is about to start a lap. We'll just go on board with let's see, I think Jay is the first one to start a new lap. So we'll spectate him. Just waiting for everyone to go out. I think Darrell is going out now as well. So Darrell doing 4 runs here, which means he's using all his soft compounded tires. So he will not have any fresh set of softs left if there's a late safety car. As Jay rounds the first corner, well, nicely done. Hits the inside curve for a bit of rotation. Of course, the track has changed a bit here since last game. Now you have the MotoGP layout as well, as he's improving a 10th for Sector 1, which is a big improvement by Jay. A 10th improvement, we already see him into P3, and if he manages to find another 10th, it could see him up into P2 here actually. Trying to steal a bit of a slipstream from Darrell there, going down into 3rd gear for turn 4. Let's see if Jay is able to put it on pole. Will he be able to do that? I don't think he will, because the lap time of Darrell was actually really strong, and we saw Darrell do 1:03.5, as Jay has actually lost a bit of time in the second sector there. No ideal from Jay, losing a 10 there. So will he be able to get the position on Puma as he actually backs off the lap here? Not sure what he's gonna do here, but we'll just go on board with Puma there. Let's see if he can improve in the first sector. He's 3600 down, but still a very good first sector by him indeed. Goes a bit deep into the corner there, which is not ideal. As there's a car in front of him. Is that a teammate? No, it's not. It's just the AlphaTauri that's chilling. As Spiderweb is retired as well in the final corner there. I'm not sure what that's. As Hixie gets a 5th place grid penalty for a collision with Spider. I'm not sure what's happened there. I'm just gonna watch on board with Robert to see what happened here. As you can see, the Alpine of Spiderweb was actually on the runoff area and into the final corner, so I'm not sure what's happened there, but I'm sure the stewards will have a look at it, as Darrell is on the lap, improving in the first sector, already 10 top on most people, so he's driving lower wings and still being quick in quali, which is very much ideal for Darrell here. Let's see if he can improve like last time. Is he up in his time? He's a 10 top in the middle sector like he was on his last run. We know there's a bit more time in the last sector. Will he be able to do another 0.5, or will he go even quicker? Darrell through the final 2 corners here, as he keeps it, as he invalidates again. He has invalidated again 2 times in a row. That's no idea from Darrell. Let's see if anyone else is able to improve on Darrell's lap time. As Puma actually had a very good first sector indeed. Or did he just improve his lap time? I'm not sure here actually. people getting out of the way. He has no ERS left, Puma. So if we will improve, it would be very, very good by him indeed. Very challenging to improve around this track without ERS, as he's at 10 down indeed. So I don't think he will improve. So we're just going on board with James. Let's see if James is able to steal pole away from Darrell, who has invalidated the 0.6 and the 0.5 twice. James here has to find around 0.3 of a second to beat Darrell's lap time, yeah. As he's already 10 down on Darrell on sector 1, but he might just run a bit more downforce. So we'll just have to see what his middle sector is going to be like. As Spider actually says, bro, in the chat, I'm not sure what happened to you. So that will be investigated after the race by the stewards. As James goes a bit wide here, which is not ideal. Let's see if he's improving. He's improving a bit, but he is already 2/10 down on or 10 down on Darrell through the middle sector. So he will need to have an absolutely great last sector, as Nanda actually goes up into P3, which is very good by him indeed. Will James be able to beat Nanda and Darrell, or just Nanda, as he has a very good last corner? Will James beat Nanda? He will not beat Nanda, and he will not beat Darrell. So that's P3 for James here. Let's see if Robbie's able to improve. I don't think he will be able to improve. He will not be able to improve. Let's see if Bono is improving. I don't think Bono is. No, he is invalidated actually. So we'll stay on board with Viperizer. Viperizer crossing the final corner here. Not invalidating, keeping it between the white lines. Let's see if he's able to improve his lap time. He is up into P7 by Viperizer. Very good lap time by him indeed. And let's see if anyone else on the lap. We have 5 Minaubot on the lap. Let's see if he can improve. He's a very quick driver by indeed. As he invalidates here in the final corner. That's no idea from him. And that's qualifying over. So we have Darrell on pole with 103.8. But we know he could do 103.5. As we've got Nander in P2, jumping James on the... Our championship leader James in P3, Robert in P4 and Puma in P5. Very good qualifying indeed by both Aston Martins, as we have the Haas of J in P6 here, and Viperizer P7, Bono P8, Alien P9 with his banker run actually, as he retired after the banker runs. So I'm not sure what's happened there, as we have Shredding in P10, and then some guy in P11, Ozan in P12, Hixie in P13, John Wick in turn P14, Breakfast King in P15, Spider in P16. Of course, he had a little crash with, I think it was Hixie actually, in the final corner. I'm not sure what's happened to those guys, but I'm sure the stewards will have a look at that, as I'm hoping actually the race will be wet, as that's very exciting for me to watch, as the wet always causes chaos. So once again, Darrell on pole, Nander P2, and James in P3 to round off the top 3 here. So Aston Martin having a very good qualifying as well, P4 and P5. And as you can see, Hixie has a 5-place grid penalty. I'm not sure if we're going to restart the lobby. I don't think so. So that's Hixie dropping down to P18 here, which is not ideal from him. Let's see if Fabian Albert did a good lap. He did a 104.2, which would have seen him into I think P4 actually. P5 maybe. I'm not sure. But Fabian Albert has some great pace as well. So we'll be watching his fight through the field from last position here. As I've been tagged by someone. Not sure what that's about. But I got tagged if I can invite someone. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's a bit late. As it's actually drive for the race, so we'll just have to see. I'm not sure if formation lap is on, as I'm just gonna have to wait and see what tires people start on. I hope we're gonna see some different strategies. Will someone start on the soft? Someone that doesn't have a lot to lose. Maybe something like Nander in P2. He might go for a different strategy here, as I don't see the two championship rivals, Darrell and James, starting on a different compound. I think they would just start on the hard or the medium compound, just to go safe strategy, as we have 3 lights. I'm not sure if formation lap is on, but if it's not, then it's lighted and away we go, as we have actually Darrell on the hard compound tires in front of Nando. Nando gets a great launch off the line on his mediums and takes lead into turn 1, but Darrell stays around the outside. They're going side by side on the straight, down into turn 3. Will Nander send it down the inside, as Darwell using a bit of ERS, so is Nander. And Nander sends down the inside, will they collide? They will not, they leave space as Nander overtakes Darwell. A great move by Nander there. An insane send from around the 10th back, as Darwell's fighting back here. Will he overtake Nander again down into turn 4? He will not, he will stick behind, so Nander takes the lead on lap 1 here. As I'm just gonna see the tires. We have Nander starting on mediums, and Darwell and James starting on hards like I predicted. And then almost the rest of the field starting on mediums, especially top 10. As who has lost a lot of positions, I'm not sure. Let me just check real quick. As we can see Puma has had a bad start. And we see that Vipers and Bonner had a great start as well. So just waiting, as there's a bit of a lag here. Not sure what that's about, as some guy has left the lobby. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure if he spun. And I think someone's around. There's a virtual safety car actually. 2 people have crashed in the final corner. I think that's Kendricks and Aurelio Halfrican. How the fuck do you pronounce his name? Aurelio Halfrican. No, I agree. I totally agree. But we can see Five now with pitting. He might have some front wing damage. He does indeed. So now is a good time to just look at the position changes we've had. We have Nander up into P1 here. A good start by him, of course, launching it down the inside of Darwell there in turn 3, and we have James in P3 right now. He is 1.6 seconds by, but it's a full safety car, so everyone will catch up. I'm not sure if anyone will pit. I don't think anyone saw the soft compounded tires. Let me actually check. Only Alien has gone to the soft compounded tires, which is pretty strange, but he might switch back to the hards, just finish the race on the hards. I'm not sure why he has gone to the softs. That's a bit strange, but anyway, as Hixie already has a pen, I'm not sure what that's about. 5-second time penalty, might be hitting someone on their safety car. So that's not ideal for him, as we're just gonna have to wait and see how long the safety car stays out. People pitting here, I think that's Jay pitting. What is he gonna pit to? He's gonna go to hards. He will drop down to the back of the field. Very weird decision by Jay here. He was actually in a good position there. Going onto the hard compounded tires, being at the back of the field, he will have to fight his way through on nearly the same amount of laps done on these hards as the other guys have done, because the other guys have barely done a lap of racing on those tires, so they will have nowhere at all, as people almost crashing into each other in turn 3, as they actually hit each other. John Wick has a penalty. Does he have damage as well? I'm not sure actually. Just gonna have to wait and see. He doesn't have damage, fortunately. But people hitting each other, as Hixie did it smart. Hixie has actually served his time penalty under the safety car, which is of course possible in the game, not possible in real life, but the game is a big glitch in that aspect. So we can see Shredding having a great start. Spiderweb as well gained 5 positions, and finally now, but even with a pit stop, has gone up into P15. That just shows how much chaos there was in lap 1. I think like P15 till P19 got involved in some kind of accident. And then we of course have John Wick here, who has hit someone under the safety car, which is not ideal for them. I do expect a couple more safety cars, as fighting is just really hard around this track. Well, like, there's hard fighting around this track, so collisions are just prone to happen. Someone is playing again, that's John Wick. He's smart as well. He's using that 5-second time penalty under the safety car as well, so he doesn't have any effect of it during his next pit stop. I'm sorry for yawning the whole time, but I'm quite tired actually. So I hope there's gonna be a bit of excitement to get my tiredness to go away actually, as just waiting for the safety car to come in here. I'll just get the championship standings next to me real quick. We actually have James leading, Darrell in P2, then MK in P3, Ozan in P4, Kendricks in P5, Tommy in P6 and Aiden in P7. And in the Constructors Championship we have Red Bull leading, Mercedes in P2, 4 points behind Red Bull. So James here has to protect both the his own drivers championship and the constructors championship from Darrell and Ozen, as Ozen and John Wick, the teammates of Darrell and James, are both outside the points right now. And Safecar will be in this lap, so I will go on board with Nander to see where he continues the racing. As will he do out of the final corner? As the safety car actually stays out. Is this a glitch again? I'm not sure. As what is happening here? What is happening? The safety car is out on track and the game is glitched again. What is happening? Oh, nice one. The game is glitched again. I'm not sure why James has pitted. He probably had drive. Why is James pitted? I'm so confused what just happened. It says, why is Seedcar still out on track? Huh? What am I seeing? The track is green, but what am I seeing? As yeah, yellow flags ignored, the lobby is glitch. We're probably gonna have to do a safety car restart. As I'm not sure what this is about. People overtaking each other. What are we doing here, guys? Come on. Hixie making up 17 positions. As Hixie gets a drive-through penalty for ignoring yellow flags. I'm not sure what's happened here, but yeah. This is crazy. The safety car just wanted to join in. Is safety car staying out another lap? No, safety car coming in this lap right now. I'm not sure what's happened here, guys. Yeah, this is crazy. As Hixie is restarting the field here, but he has around, let's say, 40 seconds of time penalties. So actually what's Nande here, as we get underway again, James pitting again because he had front wing damage. But the pit crew didn't repair his damages, so that's not ideal for him, as currently Nando is leading the race. I'm not sure what the safety car restart was about, because the safety car started another lap, but the track was already green. So as Nando sends it down the inside here, will he overtake? He will overtake Hixie. Hixie probably not battling that too hard, as he has around 40 seconds of time penalties, but Darwin will have to get past Hixie very quickly here, otherwise he might be in trouble with losing a DRS to Nander. As let's see if there's any battling going on. I'm not sure if there is. I don't think so. Everyone's just in the train bunched up here. As we'll check the tires real quick. As Hixie's already losing. As Hixie has a huge slide. Darwin's on his back. Will Darwin be overtaking him here? He will actually. Great move by Darwin down the inside there of the penultimate corner. As he has already lost the DRS, so he will have to use some of his ERS to catch up again. But of course Nander is on the softer compound, so he will try and pull away. But we know Darwin is on lower wings and has great pace, like he showed in quali. He was around 4 times quicker than everyone else in quali. As he's already closing up a lot, as he nearly gets straight line by Hixie. What am I seeing? That's not ideal, actually. We don't want to see that, but he is retired on the track as well. That is not what we want to see at all. I hope it doesn't cost a safety car. Darrow losing 6/10 again because of that. Yeah, the stewards will definitely have a look at that. I'm not sure what that was about. That was not great racing by Hixie. As Darrow will have to try and catch up again. Not ideal for him losing those times. As James is pitting again. James' race completely over. He has no chance of getting points anymore. Did his pit crew repair his damages this time around? They did, I think. I think they repaired it. Yeah, they repaired it. Why has he boxed again? He's nearly a lap down to Nander. As Nander gaining some time on Darbo here as well. I'm not sure what Hixie did there, but definitely didn't help Darbo. As they are both on 50% ERS. Sneaky Robbie milking as well to try and catch up with Darwell. Darwell, of course, on the better strategy here. because he's on the hard compounded tires. As we have a little bit of a battle here between Five and Nowbot, who is making up quite some places, and Oreo. As Oreo and Jay actually come together a bit. Jay overtaking Oreo as well. Oreo losing 2 positions in one corner. Not ideal for him. Milking his ERS. I don't think he will be able to overtake Jay here. No, he will not. Jay goes a bit deep, but he manages to hang on to the positions. As Five and Nowbot has a huge snap in front of him. Very good save by him indeed. As Nander still having at 1.8 gap at the front. As Viperizer is going to have a look at Sneaky Rabbit for the podium positions. As Bono has been overtaken by Puma and has a huge slide. As Spiderweb has gotten a penalty and Bono goes wide as well. That might be a warning. As of course track limits are very strict on this track, so that's not ideal. As Viperizer goes a bit wide and he actually beaches his car a bit, which might open the door for Puma here. Puma not losing his ERS, just staying behind Viperizer. As Ned has already put a 2-second gap. Darrell struggling a bit on his hards. He is sliding around everywhere. I didn't expect that, as he was so much quicker in quali. But we will have to wait and see how much the pace difference is between mediums and hards. Because next stint Darrell will have the medium compounded tires. Or unless of course it's raining in a bit and they all have to switch to the intermediates. As Sneaky Robbie are losing a lot of time to Darrell, as Puma is actually overtaking Viperizer like I thought. Viperizer is struggling as well. A lot of drivers struggling right now. I'm not sure if it's due to the tire temp being quite low as someone has gone off. I think it's Alien. He is spun around here indeed, not ideal by him. He will be looking to carry on. His softs already 7 laps old. Those softs are going to be very, very worn indeed. As we will have to wait and see. Someone has spun out of the final corner. I think there's someone into the pit wall. It's Oreo. I'm not sure what's happened here. Does he have front wing damage? I'm not sure. But we'll go on board with Bono here actually. They're almost 3 wide. Oh, and they crash. They've crashed to the right together. I don't know what happened. I'm completely speechless. The racing standards are so poor today. Well, anyway, 5 Minabot up into P7. Amazing drive for him already. P19 up into P7. And he is on those mediums. On those fresher mediums and the rest. And stretching up into P6, our own stretching. As Viperizer, 5 tenths behind Puma. They might have some damage as well. I'm not sure actually. They're going really, really slow. I'm not sure what this is about. As Strading has a huge moment as well. Everyone is struggling here. I'm not sure why. The tire wear might be very high, but Puma is going to be under a lot of pressure from Viperizer. He has a bit of a snap out of the final corner here. As Viperizer's DRS, of course, the DRS being very powerful. As 5 and Abuats is spun in the final corner. He is spun around. As he is returning on track safely, it's well done by him. That's actually great awareness by 5 Minabot there. As Vipers will be looking to overtake Puma here. Puma having a bit of a moment out of turn 3. Will Vipers send it down the inside of turn 4? We're going to go to another camera. He's gaining on the Aston Martin around the outside of turn 4. We will be able to make it stick. I don't think he will. He will go for the switchback here, but he won't make it stick. Very well defended by Puma indeed. As people are struggling on traction a lot here. I'm not sure if it's a glitch or something, but it's actually very weird. Everyone is struggling. Already 3 or 4 people spun in the last few laps, and of course that causes other drivers like Fabian Aubot, who is spun as well actually, and he spins again. He's on the grass. I'm not sure why I went on the grass there. That was totally unnecessary. I just call it. But it was so unnecessary to go on the grass there. As Kendrick gets a 3-second time penalty. As the shredding actually gets overtaken by Jay into turn 1. Jay gets a penalty for cutting turn 1 there. We got some very good fights here from P7 up into P4. Let's see if shredding is going to send it down the inside. He is not. He's just going to do a dummy. As Jay actually runs into the back of Vipers a bit and has a moment which might open the door for shredding. Yeah, shredding hits the grass. Why can't these guys drive a straight line? Come on, guys. As Viperizer actually sends it down the inside. A great move by Viperizer. Lay on the brakes there. A great move by him indeed, as Puma stays down the inside. Hicksy leaving his session. He of course nearly hit Darble there. Darble already 4 seconds behind of Nander. Nander showing some great pace on his mediums. Why is everyone sliding so much? I'm not sure why, but not a good idea. As I think he's going to the pitch. Is he? No, he's not. Why are he taking the line? I'm not sure what's going on here, but Jay here now looking to make the move on Puma on 70% ERS, about 10% more than Puma has. Will he make the move up into turn 3? Puma having a little bit of a moment out of the first corner. Let's see if Jay can overtake him. Jay gaining on the Aston Martin, will go around the outside, braking late for turn 3, was on board of 5 position, as let's see, Puma's able to hang on to the position, but he gets a very bad exit, and Jay with the DRS manages to make the move. Will Puma send it down the inside? No, he will not, he will just stay behind. Let's see if anyone else is making a move behind. I don't think so, but Darble struggling here to keep up with Nander. Nander having a 4 second gap, but Darble does have 40% more ERS, which is ideal, as Fabian gets a 3 second time penalty. He is pretty far down, as we have James up in the P13, which is actually very, very good by James indeed, as he had to stop 3 times under the safety car because his pit crew didn't change his wing, which is not ideal for James here. The championship leader might be losing his championship lead here in this race, as Vipers making a move around the outside of turn 1, getting beat on the outside curb there, which makes Stredding go down the inside again. Will Vipers make a move down into turn 3? Will he send it? Will he be late on the brakes? I don't think he will. He will actually. Amazing move by Viperizer. They collided with, which causes Trading to come out ahead of Viperizer again, as Jay is getting overtaken by Puma here, as he just slots back in behind Jay there, behind Puma I mean, as the gap's still 4.1 between the top 2 guys. Nander really running away with this, and he will also of course box sooner than Darble, which will essentially be a bit of an undercut. So Darble will have a lot of work on his hands on his mediums, as Puma gets 3 second time penalty as well, which is not ideal for Puma. This is a great time to check penalties. Actually, we have Puma, Jay, Spider, Kendricks, Oreo, and 5 Minauble with 3 seconds time penalty, as we have Jay here on the back of Puma. This is of course for position, as they both have 3 second time penalty, as Sterling is actually losing a DRS rapidly. So we'll watch on board with Jay first. Will he overtake? He will not, so we'll just go on to Stredding here, as Bono gets 3 second time penalty as well. Stredding sitting behind here. Will he be able to overtake Viperizer again into turn 4? That's the only con about overtaking into turn 3. He will be re-overtaken into turn 4 around the outside, but Stredding decides to stick behind Viperizer, as Stredding has a bit of a moment outside turn 4 here, as my voice is beginning to die a bit. I don't have any water near me, so that's not ideal, but I'll just carry on, as Darble not losing as much time as he was before, but still we're around halfway, and he is 4 seconds behind. But Nander, as Darble actually gets a 3 second time penalty, and Vipers does as well. I think nearly everyone will be getting a time penalty. If there's a late safety car and you don't have a time penalty, you might just jump around 6 or 7 positions because other people's time penalties. So if you keep it clean, you will be rewarded at the end of the race here, as Jay just sticking behind Puma here, as Ozan actually overtakes Spiderweb here. Will Spiderweb be able to overtake Ozan again up into turn 4? I don't think he will. He's a bit too far back here, as John Wick and Fabian are battling here in sector 2, which is great to watch. So we're just as they're nearly getting left by Nander. Oh my god, Nander actually flying here, as compared to Nander, as Puma has a bit of a slide through there, which causes Jay to be absolutely on his arse. Jay having almost 100% ERS, and Puma being on 32%, as Puma I think goes into the pits. Let's see if it all goes alright. It goes alright. Let's see what tire Puma goes to. I don't think Puma will go to the soft. I think he will go to the hard compounded tires here. I'm not actually sure if it's even possible to go to the softs when you started on mediums. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what Puma goes to. I think he does go to the hard compounded tires. As Oreo gets the second 3-second time penalty, so that's 6 seconds in total, of course, as Bono overtakes Puma there in the pit lane. As Jay carries on for another lap, he's at almost 100% ERS, so he will be able to use a lot of ERS, but Puma will get a massive undercut on him, as the undercut is super powerful in this game. So Jay will have to box sooner or later to cover the undercut off, as Vipers actually get past shredding here around the outside of turn 4 here, as Vipers is trying to get it. Why is he making the corner so tight for himself? Oh, there's actually someone beside him, I didn't even see. There's Ozen, as they collide a bit. My camera angle was bugged a bit, but does Vipers have damage from that bit of contact, as he gets overtaken by Spiderweb as well? I don't think he has damage. Vipers here really going through his tires. I think he will box his lap as well. Vipers will box, because his tires are absolutely dying here, as Jay overtakes Sneak Rubber, who's also into the pits, as the only few that have boxed already are, let me actually check real quick, is Puma, Sneaky Robbie, and let's see if anyone else is pitting, and Vipers are the only ones that have boxed so far, as someone actually left, as that's Alien, as that's a full safety car now, so this causes the drivers who just have pitted to have a massive disadvantage over the guys that still need to pit, as they will lose around 13 seconds, as the other guys will have a less long pit window than the guys that pitted on normal racing laps. Of course, you can't drive as quick under the safety car as you can under the green flags. So Jay here, Jay Stretting, Ozen, Spider, Bono are gonna jump a few positions, as Fabian Albert has retired as well in the pit lane. I hope. I don't hope he's retired on track. As Dara and then are pitting here, as I think Nanner being in a very good position here, but of course he will lose his 6-second lead that he had, and Darrell will be on fresher, softer tires. Well, not fresher actually, but just softer tires, which will be a massive advantage. As you could see, Nander pulled out around 4 seconds in that last stint, but Darbo will need to pull out 4 seconds because he has the 3-second time penalty, so he will need to pull out at least 3 seconds. This is what I talked about. If you don't have a penalty and you can catch up to the field here, and everyone in front of you has a penalty, you might just jump 6 or 7 positions, as you can't serve a 3-second time penalty in the pit lane. So let's see who doesn't have a penalty. People like James and some guy will catch up, and they will be able to gain like 4 or 5 positions maybe, just because of penalties. They won't even have to overtake anyone, and it will be the difference between P12 or P6. So if you keep it clean, you will be rewarded at the end of the race. So James will be looking to make us some positions again. Of course, he was very unfortunate for getting damaged there at the start of the race, and his pit crew not changing his front wing. So he will be absolutely on fire the next few laps to overtake a few people and gain some positions. He has shown great pace, as he was nearly a lap down and came back to P12 already. So he will be looking to make up some positions, as Sneak right now up for a provisional P2. Very good by him indeed. Shredding also up for a provisional podium. If they can stick with Jay and Darrell, or if anyone else in front of them gets a penalty except themselves, of course, then they will be able to gain a few positions, as Spiderweb gets a penalty under the safety car. Oh, Spider, what are you doing? That's not ideal. Oh. That's 6 seconds of time penalty for Spider right now. Under the safety car. That's not ideal, as Fabian Albert just left the session, but I think he already retired. Yeah, he did. So, let's see. Breakfast King, Gaming James, some guy, Ocean, Shredding, Sneaker Up, and Lander are the only few people that didn't get a penalty yet. Around half the field already has a penalty. Let me actually count. 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8 people have penalty. Exactly the half of the field has penalties. So that's not ideal for them. But of course, if you keep it clean, you will gain quite a few positions. But we still have 16 laps to go. This race is super long because the track is of course very short. I think the track is around 4.8 kilometers long, maybe 5 kilometers. I think after Monaco it's the shortest track, and lap time wise it's actually the shortest track. Because there are only like 10 corners I think on this track. So you do have a lot of overtaking opportunities actually. You can overtake down into turn 1, but that's not very smart because the chance that you will be re-overtaken down into turn 3 or turn 4 is very big actually. So you want to stay behind through turn 1 and then just overtake on the second straight, or maybe even on the third straight, because if you overtake down into turn 3 you might get switchback and re-overtaken down into turn 4, and you have just used ERS and DRS for nothing basically, and you will be stuck for another lap. So you will have to use your head while overtaking. I think Nana is actually disconnected from session. Who is disconnected from session? I'm not sure who that is. That's Red Bull. I'm not sure who that is. That Gaming James? It's not. I think it's John Wick. What? I'm not sure what happened there. It is John Wick. He's a lap behind and he is in between Nander and Darbo here, which is not ideal. If Nander is sportsmanship, he will just let him through and let him catch up to the field again, because it's cool. No, that's just bullying. Let him through, Nander, let him through. Voting for Nander to let John Wick through here. I don't think he will listen, of course, but that's very unfortunate for John Wick. Yeah, that's his race over. Pretty much not going to be able to catch up unless there's another safety car. But then he'd still be a lap down. So that's not ideal for John Wick. We might see him retire soon, as Nander is definitely not going to let him through safety car in this lap. So he will not have time to catch up anyway. So we go on board with Nander and see where he goes on throttle again, as Darbo will be looking to overtake John Wick very quickly here. Of course, he can't overtake John Wick before the line, so John Wick might lose Darbo quite a little time here, as none already gone. I don't think he has, as we would respected Nan here. He went, I think, between the penultimate corner and the final corner last time around, as he is gone now, as John Wick doesn't pay attention, has lost a lot of time. 1.1 seconds already between Darbo and Nander. Nander here looking to extend that gap, as Darbo is overtaking the Red Bull here. No, he's actually not. Why is Red Bull staying in front of him? You're a lap down, mate. Let Darbo through. What are you doing? Let's go off track. Might as well put your car on the wall, but Shredding puts up a 3-second time penalty. Not ideal for Shredding, as the Red Bull needs to move out of the way here. That's very dangerous actually, crossing a track like that. But he does move out of the way, so that's good. Shredding, not ideal picking up the time penalty, as the gap between Darbo and Nander is already 1.3 seconds, because the Red Bull was between them, as the Breakfast King is overtaken by Oreo. We'll just stick at the front now. Darbo, of course, on those new tires, as someone has crashed. I think that's Breakfast King. It is, as I'm also looking at James quite a lot. James will be looking to overtake quite a lot of people, of course. I think he's around the second or third fastest guy in this lobby right now. He will be looking to overtake people. He's of course on those new fresh mediums, as Darbo has already gotten inside the DRS of Nander, gained about 4 tenths in this last lap, as Siebert says hello in the chat. Hello Siebert, welcome to the stream here, as Darbo will be looking to snatch the championship lead away from James here in this race. I think he's around 20 points behind, so he will need to win the race in order to snatch the championship lead away from James here. But we also can't forget that James is currently on for a provisional P7. So that will mean that he will maintain his lead, but he will lose a lot of points. As of course James had a very unfortunate incident at the start of the race, with of course getting damaged and is pit for not replacing the front wing there. As Darbo is 7 tenths behind Nander. If he manages to get into the DRS, he will also need to get past and break out of the DRS, because of course he has a 3-second time penalty, or he has to push Nander that hard. I'm gonna check real quick how many warnings Nander has. Nander has 0 warnings at the moment. That's very good by Nander indeed. That's extremely well done by Nander, as I'm not sure why I can't go back. What's going on? Why can't I go back to the race? What is going on? Oh my god. What is this? What is this? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me, EA? Darrow overtaking here. We can see it in the background, but I can't. I'm gonna have to spectate like this. How do I fucking solve this? I have no clue. Oh my days. What the fuck am I seeing? Ah. I can fix this, but let me actually ask Jonah real quick because this is so shit. EA, fix your game, please. This is not doable, man. What am I seeing? As we can see, Darwell. Well, actually, I can spectate them. This is a bit strange, but I think I can do it like this. Darwell here, overtaking around the outside of turn 3 here. Will he be able to make the move stick? He will. But did he get past before the DRS detection point? I'm not sure, actually. He did, but I don't think Nana will be able to overtake him again. As let me actually tag Jonah real quick because this is not no idea. Yeah, I have no clue what's going on. I don't know if anyone can invite me as well. I think everyone is driving. Yeah. Yeah, what I'm actually gonna try and do is I'm gonna restart my game here real quick. And let me actually see. I'm gonna restart my game and then try and join again, I guess. Right. I sent my own invite in this chat. Let me actually see if it's still there. Let me check real quick. This one. Is it still there? It is still there. So I'm gonna try and join that. I'm not sure if that works, but it's the best option we got. So